Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your special Venus and Mars love reading with me, Elizabeth. I hope that you're all doing really well. This is going to be a general message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As always, use your own highest intuition and guidance as you're watching this. Never give up your power to a reading or to a reader. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm doing this series for the month of March and April because we have this conjunction that will be happening several times between Venus and Mars, the planets of the masculine and the feminine. So there's an emphasis around relationships, partnerships, and love. We're going to look at the feminine, the masculine, and the bridging energy. It's not gender specific, it's energy and it's fluid, so feel free to swap around the energies and characters as you see fit. All of the decks I'll be using will be listed in the description box below, along with the best way to contact me to book a personal session or to inquire about one. So we have this grand conjunction between Venus, Mars, and Pluto on March 3rd. And this is where I feel that relationships are going through big shifts, transitions, the relationship that you have with yourself as well, where you're really transforming a lot internally, and then that is reflected in your relationships and in your outside world, as within, so without, and as above, so below. So we're going to take a close look at your current situation, my dear Sagittarius. I welcome in the divine with love and with light. And let's call in the archangels at the four corners of the world. Ascended masters, the galactic beings of the highest love and light, as I am coming to you from Sedona, Arizona. And let's call in the elements: earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and ether. All right, my dear Saggies, let's get into your reading. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit. Thank you to the guides. Please help me to guide Sagittarius regarding love and relationships for the months of March and April. And Saggy, this reading will be in addition to your March general reading, so I'll be getting those out next week. All right. Thank you, angels. Please help me to guide Sagittarius. Highest and best messages for Sagittarius. All right, so this is an overall energy for you. And we have manifestation. Nice. There is a manifestation portal and window that's open for you. So focusing on your intention, super important right now. There's a nod to a teacher and students. Focus on a vision beyond yourself and your unicorn will help you. Number 19, if that means anything to you. I see like there's... it looks like a little dove that's there flying toward the unicorn. So this is high level stuff that you can manifest right now inside of this. The next few months with the alignment of Venus and Mars, they're meeting up in Capricorn, which they're both in right now. And then they transitioned over to Aquarius. And so that's where we can get like really into future forward progress and thinking. It's a big collective energy. There's angels that are with you while you're doing this. I feel that this is a nod to your higher self. So like your highest vision for yourself is really important. Stay focused. It's about your focused vision. And at the bottom of the deck was aspiration with number 1. It's almost like you have the magician quality and energy with you. You are unlimited, so aim for the stars. So number 19 and number 1, lots of 1s, 11, 11, 11, and lots of 9s about wish fulfillment, completion. It's a magic number. So this is a magical time for the Sagittarius collective, which I really, really love. I feel like you've been through a lot, Sag, and so this is a time where you can really set your sights high, stay focused on what it is that you desire, what your goal is around love, around relationships. A lot of you are manifesting soulmates. You're manifesting your relationship to move into higher levels of commitment, manifesting the love of your life. All right, so let's get some sacred geometry cards. We'll do the feminine energy on the left and the masculine energy on the right. And you can absolutely use this as a check-in for your own internal world and energies. And this is also for the person that's most on your mind. So where your current relationship is at, the person most on your mind and in your heart. Okay, Sagittarius. So on your side, we get connection, number 14. The frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So there is an important connection. It's number 14, which goes back to the Temperance card, which is a card of Sagittarius, having patience. But connection is really what you're looking to manifest. It's beautiful. And for the person most on your mind, we get the first chakra, or the root. The energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety in a physical world and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. All right, so what I'm seeing here is this is like a very strong energy on the right. This masculine energy is very strong. It has a strong physical connection. If it's someone that you're already in a relationship with, or someone, you know, that's really on your heart, there's someone who they put a lot of emphasis on things in the physical world. They're very physically oriented. This may be someone who's very athletic. There's someone who really takes care of their body. Excuse me, physicality is something that's at the forefront of what they do. Some of them are looking for root chakra healing, meaning their stability, their foundation. But it's really strong. And because you're sort of operating from like the solar plexus into the heart, into the throat chakra, and into the crown, this person is like the base. They're grounding the energy. So this person's very grounded, is what I'm seeing there. That's very important to them. It may be that this is a chakra that they have to balance, because here we see multiple nods to different chakras inside of your energy. So you're really like, you're starting at your center with the solar plexus, and then it grows and expands outward. But with this person, this is the base. So it's very, very specifically focused. You may have a very strong physical connection with this person. If this is someone specifically on your mind, like you have a very strong physical attraction and connection with one another. And for you, you're also feeling that this is a spiritual union as well. For those of you who are single, this is sort of like what you're looking for. You're looking for the spiritual connection, but you're also aware that the physicality is very important, in that they be stable, in that they have a solid base, in that they're grounded and anchored. So you may have had relationships in the past that were sort of all over the place, unstable, and this is what you're looking to bring in. For your inner workings and your inner world, absolutely. Like this is where on your masculine side, the way that you sort of provide for yourself, the action that you take out into the world, that it's rooted in stability. And your feminine energy is all about like working those upper chakras, having a healthy sense of self, a healthy ego. But the feminine side is really like seeking that spiritual connection and that spiritual life. So it's really beautiful, and spiritual connections with other people. It's really balanced is what I'm seeing here, and that's where you're manifesting from. And also with regards to manifestation, it starts with the root chakra. It's really where we're able to manifest the most successfully for things that really last. All right, because we're grounded, we have a connection, it's solid. Okay, so we're going to be using the Lover's Path Tarot, and we're going to look at the bonding energies. So this is the bridge, and then we'll pull from the Art of Love Tarot. We'll get tarot on your side, on the feminine side, and tarot on the masculine side. And like I said, feel free to swap around these characters as you see fit. All right, so in the bridging energy, we got the Queen of Coins, beautiful Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy with Hera. That's pretty magical there. It is very grounded. It's all about self-worth and nurturing, building things inside of the physical world, tending to the seeds, really nurturing the connections around you. And the Six of Coins, beautiful. So this is showing where there's balance and harmony inside of this physical world, equal giving and receiving. It's a balance of doing. This is Virgo energy with that Six of Coins. And at the bottom of the deck was the Prince of Cups with Tristan. So this is very romantic, very heart-centered, that you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is the romance. This is the knight in shining armor. You know, it's very romantic, very heart-centered. It wants to do things together. It wants to be in union. It's very geared towards romantic feelings and love. So, all right, let's get some tarot for your end and tarot for their end and see where this takes us, because it's seeming like Sagittarius is really looking for connection, or in a connection that is equal, where there's equal partnership and where there's a lot of doing. It's not like a flight of fancy. It's where the work is being done, where the connection is really being nurtured, and where there's things that are growing inside of the physical world, and that it's happening equally, that there isn't a place of one person over giving and one person over receiving. It looks like Sagittarius really wants to manifest equal partnership where there's reciprocity and balance. I think that you've really been working on your sense of self-worth, and that's really beautiful, because that's the Queen of Coins. She definitely knows her value. She knows her worth. All right, so we get the retreat with contemplation for you, Sag. A lot of earth energy, so that's Virgo. Really taking some time to do the inner work. And we get the Five of Stars, or the Five of Wands, with diversity. We'll get you two more. And we get another five with the Teacher, clarity, and that's the Hierophant. And we get the Seven of Angels with progress. All right, so before we get into this, let's get messages for your person, and we'll see where they are at. All right, so for the person most on your mind, or this would be your inner masculine side, we got the Two of Trees with flexibility. That's the Two of Pentacles. The Fool, or the beginning with initiation, Aries energy. Seeing Taurus, Virgo, Aries. The Emperor, nice. More Aries energy. The Father. And the Ten of Stars, or the Ten of Wands with hoarding. So a completion. All right. And at the bottom of their pull was the King of Stars with the Alchemist. And this is like, he's sort of the ideal partner, the ideal husband, the ideal boyfriend. You know, he really knows what he wants and he goes for it. So on your end, Sagittarius, I feel as though you're really in a place, like you're taking a quiet time out. You're really in a space of needing to go within, to a sacred space that's within yourself. We see Uluru here, so that's a very, very sacred site in Australia. The red rock there, which is super powerful. I know that. I'm coming to you from Sedona. It's all red rock here. So this is a quiet time for you. I feel as though, Sagittarius, you are in this space of doing some healing, going within, really looking within yourself, to find answers. The Hermit goes within to do some healing, to get some knowledge, especially coming out with the Hierophant. This is where like your own inner teacher is really emerging. This is where inside of relationships, it seems to me that you're really contemplating what you want your perfect relationship to look like, the connections that you're in, what they bring to the table. It's also like you're really, really taking the mask off. You perhaps in the past have been deceived many times. That's the Seven of Swords, or the Seven of Angels. Here, this is where you're having clarity around a particular person in your life. There may be a lot of truths that are coming to light and being revealed inside of this conjunction. Pluto dredges things up, Pluto transforms things, but it's where we have to go into the underworld to receive that information. So I feel as though there is communication here. There are revelations that you're having. This may be someone that you are in a commitment with currently. You may be taking a time out. You're sort of removing yourself a little bit. If there's been drama, that's the Five of Stars with diversity. I feel that inside of your relationships, whether you're single or with somebody currently, you have like, you've experienced relationships with a lot of struggle. The Five of Stars, diversity, the Seven of Swords with, deception and falsity. And this is where, like, Sagittarius, you are done with all of that. You want to put a close to that cycle because we see the nine, which is about the completion of a cycle. The tens are the outcome, and it's where like it's totally over. There's no going back to something. Or a way of being. But with the nine, it's like you're looking to close out this cycle and have connections that are based in truth, integrity, where there isn't a whole lot of drama, where things flow smoothly. That's the frequency of connection. It supports your ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas, where there is this resonance. So on their end, I feel as though this person, they sort of juggle the light and the shadow within themselves. That's what I'm seeing here with the Two of Pentacles. Like, they really, there's someone who they keep themselves really busy. That's the energy of the first chakra. They're very physically oriented. That's the root chakra, and their first card out being Pentacles. You understand the value of that because your first card out is the Hermit, who understands the workings of the physical world. He's very, very wise. And I have to say, Sagittarius, per usual, your energy is the energy of the wise one, the Hermit with the Hierophant. Like, you have so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and yet you still find yourself in situations where there's conflict or there's drama, there's competition, it can be petty, and there's deception. And I feel like you're really over that. Inside of this energy, whether it's your own inner masculine energy or inside of a partnership, this is where, yes, this person, I feel as though they struggle with their own light and shadow. They're looking for a new way to balance their life. They're looking to get more balanced, and that's why they get the Fool with initiation. So this person may have a very important decision to make. They're deciding that there's something that has to go. They're seeing the light. There's a nod to their own union of their own inner masculine and feminine, but they're at a 0 point. So know that something is bringing them to the 0 point of the Fool, Aries, and initiation. This is one of my favorite cards because we got the lotus flower, which is about enlightenment. We see this beautiful rainbow with the moon. So it's a nod to femininity and the goddess and intuition and surrendering to that, and that there's a blessing inside of this. So I feel as though they've been through something because they're getting a fresh start. It's almost like they have the opportunity for this fresh start. Are they going to take it? Flexibility here. And I really sense that this person, some of them could be sort of wrapped up inside the physical world. They have a lot of responsibility with the Emperor and the Father there. Don't you just love this card? It's so beautiful. It's a nod to Yeshua. This is a nod to, the blue beings, the Syrians. It's really, really high level. This is a high level Emperor. And I feel as though this person is receiving an opportunity to step more fully into their divine masculine, to be that divine sacred masculine. And they may have struggled with this a lot, or they're still struggling with this, like these two trees that are twisted into each other. They've had to be, uh what's the word I'm looking for? Like they haven't been able to fully commit to this higher level path or to higher level love. That's what I'm seeing here. They haven't been able to fully commit to that because they've been sort of they've had to bend for other people, for other situations, bend over backwards. I'm hearing for some of them. There could be like an energy of people pleasing with them, where they even have with the Six of Coins there as your bridging energy. They're always giving. There may be like a second situation, like something else that pulls them to have to constantly give. There's always hands that are out. They could be a father, right? And they have children. If you're with this person and you have children with them, they feel very, which is a good thing. They feel very responsible for their children. Or for whoever it is, it could be a job, it could be a boss. The emperor can represent a boss. So it's something that's really stretched them. It's still stretching them and it's weighing very heavy on them. This is a big, big burden. It's been almost oppressive. For some of them, this could be like an emotional journey for them and it manifests in a physical way for them. Some of them may be carrying around a lot of density and heavy energy. It's fire energy though. So the Ten of Stars is fire. So this is a person who has a lot of passion. They have so much passion that they keep taking on more and more tasks, more and more responsibility, and they're strong. This is a Sagittarius card, so they feel that they can carry the load. But what happens in the Ten of Stars is that we sort of get to decide when it's too much and where we can drop something, where we can delegate some of our responsibility, where we can say, enough is enough, I need to drop some of this. It's the outcome. So this person's very motivated. They may be very motivated, by money, like to make a lot of money, to build an empire for themselves. That's the Emperor. And you're over here, Sagittarius, as like, sort of this spiritual mentor to them. There is a side of you, if this is your inner masculine and feminine, your feminine side wants the spiritual path, is really looking for that spiritual life. Some of you may be spiritual teachers. You're someone who really shows up strongly for things that you feel committed to. And for some Sagittarians, you are in a space where you're also deciding what your spiritual path looks like, what your belief system is. This is also, I feel that you're really looking at your own belief systems around relationships and connections. What is a relationship? What do you really want that to look like? For some of you, you may have like a big family or a friend group and they have very strong opinions about this connection, and they're not able to see the truth of it. They're not able to see what you see. So you may have some like outside influences that are that have been pressuring you or trying to influence the way that you see this connection. And so just to be aware of that, and it may be in the form of some kind of authority figure, or I don't know, like some kind of spiritual leader or authority figure, or it's an important friend or something like that. So I feel that with the retreat coming out as your main card, it's like you are really removing yourself from distractions around this. I feel as though you're really looking for answers around this relationship, like, because I'm seeing that this person is at a 0 point, they're at a choice point, and they get to decide if they drop some of this stuff. They get to decide if they release some of this stuff so that the two of you can come together and build and nurture the connection. There may not have been a whole lot of time for nurturing the connection if they've been so busy carrying around these 10 wands, and balancing and juggling all different aspects of their life where it hasn't felt steady for them. They have the opportunity to release some of this and have like a fresh beginning. It's also a nod to April here. So we're getting Aries and Aries. So absolutely, this is like real time that we're talking about. All right, so let's pull some chakra cards, and then I think I'm going to clarify the tarot for you. We have the Lover's Oracle deck, which we'll use. I've got the Romance Angels, but I may get you some clarifiers. So thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. Please help me to guide Sagittarius. Let's do a chakra card for you and a chakra card for them. And like I said, with your own inner masculine, okay, so they want you to have a bonding energy here because it's falling out right over this prayer. This is really beautiful. So I feel that that's important, especially with all of like your energy, the spiritual energy that's coming from Sagittarius. You know, prayer is really important. That's part of the manifestation, on focusing on the vision beyond yourself. And you will receive your blessings, and the thing that you want will manifest the more clear you are. So talking to spirit, talking to your angels, talking to your guides, it's very bright and sunshiny, and we're getting passion with that. So there is this is a strong physical connection. I was feeling that, you know, right away from the root chakra. Like, there is a strong physical attraction between the two of you. It's a strong physical connection. So this is something that, like, it is very bright and sunny here. It's to stay optimistic, focus on your vision, and pray about it. And this is for both of you. And the passion is for both of you as well. And I love this because we see like she is sort of like reading a story to this person. So both of you have this quality about you where you're both service oriented. You both care about other people. You have a passion for humanity. You have a passion for people. You have a passion for helping other people. Okay, so anyway, let me just shuffle the deck really fast, and let's get you a card and them a card. All right, thank you, angels. Please help me to guide Sagittarius regarding their connection. All right, so on your end, we got isolation. Yeah, so this is the retreat. You know, this is the hermit. We see, it's so funny in this card, the throat chakra. So you may not have a lot of communication with them right now. You may have been sort of fighting a bit, not seeing eye to eye, you know, and again, like there just isn't a lot of clear, honest communication. This is like the tuxedo that is just sitting there in the closet, like, and it's not being used, it's not being worn. So for some of you, maybe there was like a specific event or thing that you were supposed to do together, and it feels like that's stalled, you know. All right, and for them, we get wisdom. So this, it's interesting because this reminds me of the Hierophant, you know, the teacher, with the Hermit card, where they're being shown some kind of wisdom right now too. And I think it's some kind of a wake-up call for them. This is almost like Mother Gaia and like you know, Father Sky that are here together. It's the divine feminine and the divine masculine with the dove there. So it's an ascension energy. It's an enlightenment. I feel that they're having some kind of a wake-up call, something that's coming in to bring them to this place of having more clarity themselves. Because right now, it feels like with your communication, I don't think that you're really talking to them a whole lot. You may, you know, this could be something that you've been dealing with for a while. And it feels like you haven't really communicated with them a whole lot, or, you know, you're removing yourself from the situation. So that's something that like the Queen of Pentacles would do. You know, the Queen of Pentacles would remove herself from a situation where she's not being valued, where she doesn't feel the reciprocity, where she's feeling like she's overgiving and she's not receiving in return. So, and also because it's a tuxedo here, they may be doing that to you. Like I said, feel free to swap around the characters or the energies. So There really is a whole lot of passion for one another, though, and Spirit's coming through to tell you to pray about this because it's important. It's important connection. It's an important connection. And at the bottom, there's the impasse. So this may be because it's reminding me of, like, I almost see the like a wall behind him, like that would be like the 10 wands. There's something that is in the way. There's something that's in the way of this situation, but Spirit wants to bring in the Fool, like the energy of the Fool. Spirit wants to bring in a new start and a new opportunity. Okay, I feel like it's on them, though. They have to make a choice and they have to release something. Yeah, see, it says wait, don't rush into it. So, all right, let's get a few cards. We'll do one for you, one for them, and the bonding energy. So we'll start with your energy. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. One card for Sagittarius. Okay, this is your card. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. Look deep within your heart. That's what you're doing in the Hermit. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. This is your masculine coming in to tell you that. Wow. All right, and let's get one for them. All right, so they got two. So here's their cards here. And it feels like, you know, I'm feeling like they're exhausted because the 10 of Wands, you know, it's exhausting trying to carry all of this. They're hoarding this. So when someone's hoarding something, it comes from like a place, it comes from a wound. Have you ever, like, you know, really looked into people who hoard? It comes from a fear, more of a fear than a wound, but it goes back to wounding, a fear of letting go, a fear of release, a fear of letting things go. So I'm feeling that it's exhausting for them. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Exactly. They have to let go of something. So it's like a third party interference. For some of you, this could be a partner that you know, that has someone else in their life and they need to like leave that situation or that person. And they also got this. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is the greatest healer. So for those of you where this is more so around their work or other commitments that they have, they do need to lighten their load and they need to have some fun. And it feels to me like you're just kind of over there. You're doing your inner work at the same time. I see you doing your inner work. I see you really looking for clarity. You want to know the truth of the situation. And you're sort of like just removing yourself, you're removing some of your energy from this. But, you know, it feels like if they came to you, we saw that Knight of the Knight of Cups at the bottom of this deck. It's like, romance me, like, can you come and like ask me on a date or do something special? Like, it feels like you need to have more romance inside of this connection, more playfulness, more fun, more joy. It's feeling like on their side it's very, very heavy. And let's get a bonding energy. So thank you, angels. One card for the bonding energy. This one really wants to come out. Healing. This relationship, it's energetic healing. I'm seeing that there's an energetic healing that during this Mars and Venus conjunction over the next few months, there's healing that wants to come in. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. So that's absolutely something that's coming in, is this healing. There's healing that's available inside of this. It's very, very energetic. It's very high level. And all right, let's get some romance angels cards and see if we get more clarity. I'm trying not to go too long on these. So if you're interested in a personal, you know, just send me an email and we can expand on this if this was resonating for you. All right, thank you, angels. Please help me to guide my beautiful Sagittarians. So for you, we get flirt. Yeah, and I feel like, that's important, Saji. You are very playful. You are the mystic, optimistic, flirt, even if it's like, with friends and other people and just to be playful. They may need a little bit of a nudge too. So this is a message to you that it's okay if you wanted to send them some flirty texts, or if that feels right for you, that's a good thing. It's showing that they would be responsive and open to it, and for them this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Yes, you're the one for them. You are the one for them. And I feel like this is spirit coming in to like give them that knowledge, that whatever this other thing is, or these other things are, they need to drop something and make room for you and make time for you, because you're the one for them. And they're getting that wake up call. I kept hearing like wake up call for them. And for the bonding energy, getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's where, Sagittarius, you may not be showing them how you really feel. Maybe you're just in this place of isolating and withdrawing from this. You may not be really showing them or telling them how you feel. And so they're not knowing how to read you. And it doesn't mean that you haven't in the past, but for whatever reason, I feel like, for some of you, you haven't seen each other or spoken in a long time. And this is someone that has stayed on your heart. Excuse me, there's an opportunity for the two of you to take the masks off, be vulnerable, and really get to know each other again. I'm seeing this as like, this is the suitor, and he comes to take the young girl out on the date. They're almost like they're teens, or so it's a very innocent energy, and this is the mother who's there, like she's chaperoning. So the two of you may go way back, or when you're together you just feel like children again. So it's sort of regaining that innocence and really getting to know each other once again. That's going to deepen the bond. That's really going to deepen the bond with each other. I feel like I do want to get a closing message from the Lover's Path Tarot, because I'm just feeling like this isn't complete. I want to get a few cards for them and see where they're at and why they have this choice and what it is that they're juggling. And the first chakra with the Emperor, this person is absolutely weighed down by some heavy responsibility, something that they feel responsible to or for. So let's look at what the Pentacles energy is about and the Emperor, and then we'll look at what the opportunity is. So we get the King of Swords. They may, be very, this is about logic right now. They're not necessarily in their heart space, but we get Adonis with Cupid. So I feel as though, they've been sort of detached. They've been using their logic. It hasn't been super heart-centered. They're sort of up in the clouds, logically trying to figure out how they're going to fix this, how they're going to balance their lives. But Cupid is coming in, like they're going to get struck by Cupid's arrow. And I feel as though you've done that for them, but it's happening again. So you can, like, Cupid's aim is, it's he's a good aimer, so he's going to get them. So they're that's spirit coming in to say, no, love is important. Love is important. This is the one for you. And the Seven of Staves. So the dragon here, slaying the dragon, they have to have courage. Whatever the situation is, they have to have the courage to face it, knowing that they can do it, knowing that they're protected. This is about courage and valor, knowing what's worth fighting for. So this is like them deciding to fight for love. They have to decide to fight for love. So those are the three cards that are coming out there. And let's see what the outcome is regarding this situation we'll go into like, you know, into May, like March, April with this Venus-Mars conjunction. And also, this is interesting because on March 6th, Venus and Mars come into perfect alignment at 0 degrees Aquarius. And this is the King of Swords. So this is the card of Aquarius. And we see the 0 point with the Fool there. So it's a nod to that. Like they're coming into their 0 point, which is like it's the womb of creation. It's where there's infinite possibilities. So they're in the void right now is what I'm seeing. So what is the outcome from this? Nice. Very nice. Yeah. We get Judgment here, right? Judgment. Oh, no, this is interesting. This is number 19, which is the Sun. And in this, it's Cupid and Psyche. So I think I'm going to end with this. I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to read this Sun card to you because this deck is so different. And this is the outcome. And it's the Sun. And it's Cupid and Psyche. So creativity, success, fertility, and optimism. Pray on this, okay? Pray about this. Stay optimistic. They're going to come around. So Venus was jealous of Psyche's outstanding beauty. She instructed her son Cupid to pierce Psyche with his arrow. So he would sorry, I'm going to start again. I'm so sorry. Venus was jealous of Psyche's beauty. She instructed her son Cupid to pierce Psyche with his arrow, so she would foolishly fall in love with the first creature she saw. But Cupid loved Psyche. He rescued her and secretly took her as his bride. He had to do it in secret. Psyche burned Cupid by accident, where she tried to see him by lamplight, and the angered god flew away. Venus put forth many trials to Psyche when she pleaded her for forgiveness. Cupid and Psyche were soon rejoined, awakened to the preciousness of their love by its testing. Your love with this person has been tested. They love you. So if there's been another party, whether it's a jealous mother, whether it's another partner, whether it's outside influences and you've removed yourself from it, they love you, okay? You're the one for them. The meanings are emotional awakening, an expansive, life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, creativity and procreation, relationships with children. So this is amazing. I'm telling you, they have to get up the courage to do this, but I'm feeling a divine intervention. I'm feeling that something happens. They're coming towards you. They love you. You're meant to be together. So just know that. I don't know that this is something that's happening overnight, but with all of the Aries energy, it could be Aries season for all of you. So my dear Sagittarians, I hope this was helpful. I know that we went a little bit long. I love you so very much. Take really, really good care, and I will see you all soon. Namaste.